Across the Indian subcontinent, thousands of shrines are dedicated to Lord Vishnu, but according to ancient tradition, exactly 108 of these temples hold a higher status. They are recognized as literal heavens on earth. These specific locations were immortalized between the 6th and 9th centuries by the mystic Alwar saints. These 12 poet saints composed thousands of Tamil hymns, known as the Naadu Divya to record the divinity they experienced at each site. For a devotee of the Sri Vaishnava tradition, reaching these specific geographical coordinates represents the definitive path to spiritual liberation and the end of the cycle of rebirth. Between the northern Pallava territories and southern Chola heartland lies a distinct zone known as Nadu Naadu, the Middle Country. Historically, it functioned as a high-stakes transition area, a vital trade crossroads, constantly compressed by the imperial expansion of rival dynasties. Despite its strategic importance and massive geopolitical footprint, the Middle Country contains only 2 of the 108 Divya Desams. Thiruvahindrapuram and Thirukkovilur function as strategic spiritual bridges, anchoring the theology of the entire Sri Vaishnava tradition from this central point. The journey into the Middle Country begins at the Sri Devanatha Swami Temple, built by the celestial serpent Adishesha on the banks of the Tedalam River. This specific stretch of water is revered as Uttara Vahini because it flows from south to north. The Puranas describe Lord Indra arriving at this spot seeking absolution. Burdened by the karmic repercussions of celestial warfare, he performed intense penance to find relief. Vishnu appeared to him as Devanatha Swami, the protector of the Devas. The deity's physical form is unique. It features a third eye associated with Shiva and holds a lotus representing Brahma. This syncretic manifestation was intended to demonstrate the essential unity of the divine and provide a theological resolution to sectarian conflict. The temple's intellectual legacy centers on the adjacent Ushadagiri hill. In the 13th century, the philosopher Sri Vedanta Desika lived in this village for 4 decades, scaling the hill to perform rigorous meditation. Desika's devotion triggered a physical manifestation of Lord Hayagriva, the horse-faced avatar who represents the highest wisdom and knowledge. This event resulted in the first South Indian shrine dedicated exclusively to Hayagriva, establishing the site as the primary destination for students and scholars seeking intellectual blessings. Beyond academic pursuits, pilgrims visit to seek relief from Rahu Ketu doshas. Regional belief also holds that fulfilling vows here provides the same spiritual merit as visiting the crowded hilltop at Tirupati. The most vibrant time to visit is during the Chitturai Brahmotsavam Chariot Festival, when the town fills with devotees celebrating the temple's enduring legacy. Thiruvahindrapuram serves as a dedicated center for jnana, the pursuit of intellectual clarity and the absolute removal of past burdens. Deep in the Kallakurichi district, the second temple introduces an overwhelming shift in scale. The Sri Trivikrama Perumal Temple is defined by its towering 192-foot brown gopuram and vast stone courtyards. The architecture reflects the Vamana avatar, where Vishnu appeared as a young dwarf to challenge the pride of the powerful King Mahabali. Upon receiving a promise of land, the dwarf transformed into the giant Trivikrama. In just 3 strides, he measured the entire universe, reclaiming the cosmos and subduing the king. The sanctum houses a massive presiding idol carved from ancient Thadu wood. Uniquely, the innermost shrine also contains an image of goddess Durga, maintaining the region's tradition of theological synthesis. Confronting the immense scale of the Trivikrama form is intended to diminish the pilgrim's ego, replacing it with a sense of cosmic humility. Beyond the grand structures of Thirukkovilur lies a historical turning point within a single dark corridor. During a violent rainstorm, the first 3 Alwar saints shared a space so narrow they could only stand together to avoid the weather. In that confined darkness, they experienced a shared divine vision. This moment sparked the creation of the first verses of the Naadu Divya Desams. This rain-soaked meeting is regarded as the birth of bhakti, the movement of pure devotional surrender that defines Sri Vaishnavism. This diagram maps how these 2 specific shrines operate in tandem. One emphasizes localized intellect and the clearing of the mind, while the other presents a cosmic scale that challenges the human ego. Sri Vaishnava theology suggests that a devotee needs both intellectual clarity and the death of the ego to achieve liberation. By housing both manifestations, the middle country provides the two necessary pillars of a complete pilgrimage. For the modern pilgrim, this itinerary highlights how both temples can be visited in a single day. The nearby transport hubs of Viluppuram and Cuddalore provide easy access to the transit route between them. The journey connects ancient spiritual roots with the unique history of the region, where colonial buildings and traditional transport still define the local atmosphere. Travelers usually recommend the post-monsoon or winter months for a family-friendly experience, avoiding the region's intense summer heat. The Nadu Naadu region contains only 2 Divya Desams, yet their theological depth anchors the entire pilgrimage route. From the wisdom at Thiruvahindrapuram to the scale of Trivikrama at Thirukkovilur, these temples define the dual path of knowledge and devotion. Om Namo Narayanaya. If you enjoyed this journey through the Nadu Naadu Divya Desams, please like, share, and subscribe to Eternal Journeys India and Beyond for more videos on sacred temples and pilgrim routes across India.